right?
Yeah.
And when I was starting kind of purchase finish from there, basically with the money that I put, went away in like less than 2 seconds.
Oh yeah.
$60. What makes you think people I don't pay for DLC fucking shit unless I unlock
Exactly.
it?
Yeah. But
This is
yeah.
exactly my point. Like,
I mean, this is one thing I hate about video games nowadays. I fucking despise what they're doing. It's very rare that you ever get a game that's not trying to basically steal all your money. I mean, you're basically...
Doom Eternal doesn't do that.
Exactly. Doom 2016 never did that. Doom Eternal never did that.
Doom Eternal was going to do that, but they were like, no, fuck that shit, as Anger Slayer, basically.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, Wolfenstein don't do that shit either, unless they did in some other game I'm not aware of, but...
Its software just knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Even if it's new developers, like, they just follow on. You know, I mean, do you think John Carmack and John Romero are going to be there forever? No, obviously not, people. But
exactly,
there's going to be new developers, but as long as they follow the same stats, just like as us gamers want to be in the original place of how they were,
yeah.
Fuck yes. And I literally showed you where you could buy the unicorn skin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to get that one. I'm like, yeah.
Too.
And I'm kind of glad they did that. Because A, it's optional. You don't have to buy it if you don't want it.
It's like $2 or $3.
Exactly.
Like a big bag.
And I would definitely pay for that kind of DLC. But sadly, not everything is like that. And I really hate what video games have become. Basically, if it's a new game from, Activision or EA, look forward to being a microtransaction fuckfest. Oh,
yeah.
If you want to buy
That's
this
skin,
I feel
like from Apex Legends, but
yeah.
I understand it's for free. But
yeah.
If it's a paid-for game, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's what owns Doom Eternal came to. And I can see your other points when it comes, of course, to that. Like,
yeah.
I definitely agree. You know, why did they gotta make so much deluxe editions?
Exactly.
Overpriced shit just for one time to make? But Jesus Christ.
And also...
Don't you have a team?
Exactly. But here's the thing. You know, the fact that there exists a potential bundle for Call of Duty Vanguard that's $100 and all you get is shit that really would cost less than a few pennies.
So if I bought the deluxe edition,
you would basically be you'd be wasting your $100
just for some skins and
basically just for.
Is there missions?
No.
At least
no. There's
just
nothing.
Skins.
Basically, yes.
Look at it. Oh my, $100 for a skin.
And here, let me tell you something.
For Call of Duty Cold.
Yeah, well, it's in Vanguard, but still. I mean, even if it was in Cold War, there's only one...
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Vanguard.
Yeah. But, you know, I really hate what video games have become. If you want to get Arthur Kingsley in Cold War, you have to buy it digitally.
So, I'll be paying for the game base of itself for $100 and just get some skins, basically.
Yeah. And the game itself isn't even worth 60 or 70, so it would definitely not be worth 100 if you wanted to buy it just for the game, but wanted to get all the bonus content.
I wonder, people out there, why I haven't bought too much DLC. I love DLC.
Yeah.
I love downloadable content for my system. Basically, mods, I'd say. Even though I've seen that on PlayStation. Basically, it's like called DLC, but it's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, why $100 Do you realize what new games I could buy for that?
Exactly.
What
Look at all the
single-player Explorer games?
especially if you go on, Amazon or eBay, and you look at all the retro games you can fucking buy for that kind of money. Go to GameStop and you can get all the sports games you want for that kind of money. I mean, you can actually get something out of your fucking $100.
Maybe even a little extra buck or something like that. Maybe I can get, what the fuck is that?
And here's the thing.
RPG game Super Nintendo.
Yeah, and here's the thing. None of this is physical. It's not like you're getting anything physically.
Figure at least. Give me some discs.
From what I've seen, there was a Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition thing, and it actually came with stuff. Physical things. So at least if you were to buy something like that, it would have way more purpose because you'd be getting physical items.
Yeah.
And things like that, and plus the game. But, I really hate what video gaming has become. It's become this garbage. The games that are being made are barely qualified as games. They're broken fucking messes because people like EA and Activision, they're like, oh yeah, we'll ship this out. There's no such thing as quality control anymore. No quality assurance. A game just, what they think is getting made is done, and they ship it out, and people get pissed off because, this is unfinished. And it's unfinished.
What happened to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare?
Yeah.
And the other games?
And it's not just Call of Duty. Anything by EA is garbage.
Call us old bastards, but...
It's true.
Yeah, we get it, the whole, gambling. And they say gambling is only for kids. Well, congratulations, kids. Now you can gamble on gaming.
Yeah. Remember when loot boxes used to be the hip-hot thing.
Hey,
still is.
We don't care about the whole gambling, man. I don't know why gambling's only for adults anyway.
Yeah.
I really don't, but... I mean, if you want to gamble, go gamble in these games for whatever item you want. I mean, would I? Maybe. Most likely not.
I fucking hate that shit, though. Microtransactions, and in some of these games with loot boxes, you're not guaranteed to get the item you want. So guess what? You gotta spend another couple $100 bucks.
You're wasting money.
Yeah. And at this point, you've already wasted enough money to buy 5 Nintendo Switches, and a PS4, 2 PS5s, and a fucking Xbox Series X. So you wasted all this money on game systems that you could, on just, well, not game systems, but you get what I mean. Fucking microtransactions that you're not getting anything out of. And the way I see it, it's just fucking pixels. Again, you're not getting anything out of it because they have so much higher equipment, better damage per second, and higher armor than people that are playing this game for free because they have no protection and you can one-shot anybody and everything. And there are games like that where you pay to win. The more money you put into certain games, the more likelihood you are to win.
Let me tell you something. This might have been a free-to-play game, on PS. Well, it is a free-to-play game on PS4. It's called Apex Legends. But there's these points you can actually gather up to get a skin you would normally have to pay for. And it took me at least probably over 2 months of straight grinding in order to get that. So, if you're not gonna pay, they're gonna make you, grind for extra. So I can only imagine for other games. This was free to play, so it's respectable.
In a way, Fortnite is kind of that way. Basically, the one skin and the one character that I wanted, Orisa from this Battle Pass, bad enough I had to already buy the Battle Pass as it was. But at this point in time, what I had to do was, I had to grind my ass off. Orisa was I had to basically make it to level 80 or 90 or something like that to unlock her. And you know how long that takes in Fortnite when you're grinding quests that I don't really care too much about in the first place?
I bet.
But yeah, it takes forever. And to make it worse, you got people also trying to get the battle passes and the skins and whatnot, and which means...
So you remember that game I was talking about? I don't know, I was trying to make a comparison to it. I was trying to talk about Earthbound at one point.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, that game's expensive, but... whatever.
But you know...
Yeah, like...
Just remember
how much bullshit do people have to go through?
Yeah.
When it comes to fucking gaming. And,
yeah.
Like, having American Call of Duty 4 and all that, like, why are you always comparing Call of Duty? Well, it's a pretty good example. It's one popular example.
Yeah.
And I'm just... this also goes to my Earthbound. Gaming being so fucking expensive. If people on video games, watching video, do you realize how expensive gaming is?
Oh yeah.
Tell them.
But one thing I will never understand, aside from all this shit, is, you know, all these games like Call of Duty. I mean, Activision is, I don't know how much they make, probably around $1 billion or so. They're worth about $1 billion or $2 or more than that. So why do you need more money? It's bad enough people are buying your broken games at like $60, sometimes $70, and the dumbass pieces of shit that don't know what the fuck they're doing are buying these things for $100 or more. I mean, you've already paid enough for a used console at GameStop. You could have bought that. You could have fucking bought that, but no.
I heard it's even worse buying that GameStop.
And you want to know something else that makes it worse? Once you buy the game for $100 or so, depending on what version you get, they're still gonna fucking charge you up the ass for skins and things like that. If you really want to do it, you gotta pay for it.
A few weeks later, it goes down in price anyway. But
yeah,
the thing I love about buying the game in that mode is that I have the game that I wanted to possess and just play it the first time, but that's not always worth it because there's always going to be a new game coming out.
Yeah,
I do get it though.
And it's like one of those sports games, you know.
And then it goes down so significantly in price. Even my current Rubens, I'm like yeah, I can get your turn for $40, and I'm like, I just bought it $60 recently.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, with all these sports games that come out every single year. Yeah, with these games, basically...
sports games.
Oh, yeah. So you pay $60 for outdated software, and that's all it is. It's outdated by the time it comes out. And if you're a fucking retard and want to buy the Ultimate Deluxe Special, highly ultra-rare edition that isn't really that rare...
Too bad if there wasn't as much sports games.
Yeah,
but
every year.
Jim said, and it is the truth, sports video games have existed ever since video games have existed. Does that ring a bell to you people? No? Well, about to learn. Like, just Pawn.
Exactly.
So.
But another thing I hate is that video games weren't always like this. Video games weren't always this thing where developers and publishers were all greedy, money-hungry bastards. Like Activision and EA. EA used to make great games!
They actually built up their console, probably because they were kind of forced to try to make their game as almost perfect as they can back in the day, because they didn't really have the internet back in the day.
But even if they did...
and... Also, people, do not get us started with violence in video games.
Oh, yeah.
No. No.
But yeah.
We're cutting that out right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm tired of hearing about it. But yeah, so, I mean, here's the thing. So I was on my Wii the other day, and I was playing. So I was over here, doing some emulation, playing some ROMs that I downloaded to my SD card. And one of them I played was a game.
Don't piss off here as gamers. Don't piss us off.
So I was playing, I was playing a sports game on the GameCube.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I was playing a sports game on the GameCube that I played a long time ago when I was younger. Basically, one of these games I have somewhat nostalgia for. That was NHL Hits 2003, I think it was.
NHL Hits. Okay.
Yeah, NHL Hits 2003. Look at all the customization you can do. Look at all the things you can unlock in that game. You can unlock,
I do have the original Wii game still of Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Like the GameCube and PS2 era for sports games are way better. The quality of these games are far more better than what you have now. I mean, at least you're making a fucking attempt back in the day. You could tell companies like EA were making attempts, and other people that made...
I love Sonic Tennis on Nintendo Wii.
Yeah. But another thing...
I'll say that. But I'll say, just like me and William here, we are not a sports fan, and nor am I a total big fan of that. But am I gonna play it religiously like I do with these fantasy games? No.
So yeah.
I already have something that's a devil on my shelf right now. MLB 18 The Show, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
The Show 18.
Yeah. Same fucking thing, it's all ass anyway. But basically, I was looking at the games that were on the GameCube. Because I have a few of these sports games somewhere. I don't know where the fuck they are.
Sports games never stop haunting us, so then we just ended up playing them anyway.
Yeah. So basically, I ended up playing these, sports games, and then I was like, yeah, these games were way better. It's not just because of nostalgia. Nostalgia, yeah, it is a small part of it, but it's because the game...
not against anyone who plays sports games. Like, the ball games, baseball, football, whatever. Yeah, we like racing. I don't know if you like skateboarding games, William. I don't know.
I haven't played a single one of them. But I have watched people like...
they're fun.
But I have watched...
back in the day.
Yeah, but I've watched someone called Kid Icarus. He was playing a lot of skateboarding games like Tony Hawk and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, they do look fine. They look alright. They look like something I
They're
might...
really fun as you're doing the tricks and stuff like that. Snowboarding games I played on PS1 back in the day as well. And boxing and wrestling and bowling.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I mean, the only ones I care about...
All the football games out there, baseball games.
Games that are oversaturated in the market for video games. It sucks. Every year, a new sports game.
You don't see advanced bowling game.
I mean, you could argue that they try to make, PBA or Brunswick bowling every single year, but at least bowling is fun! And some people but why?
I done bowling and, realized since I was a little kid, and wow, even Piedmont School. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I was like in 3rd grade. So, yeah. Done in a while, so suck at it, but yeah. I used to do it with you know those guards that come up basically to try to position your ball? Well, no longer. I try not to do that anymore. But yeah. No more guards. Ugh. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm over here playing sports games just because I wanted to, and also to do an experiment. And I found that a lot of these games from back in the day are better than what we have now because companies actually gave a shit. And the one reason why,
And games are not as glitchy.
yeah,
I
they're
mean,
not.
games were completely
I mean, it's like the very moment.
Tenchu. I don't think I've really seen too many bugs in that.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, you know.
Tenchu 1 and 2. Yeah.
But it's kind of like in, you know, all these games that I play. And honestly, I'm going to say it, the GameCube and Wii era, most of the GameCube though, was the best era for video games. Because,
yeah.
I mean, at least...
PS2 days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even
so
PS1. Because, like, I'm sort of God, when I played those kind of series of consoles and stuff like that, like, even back then of video games, like, they had glitches and shitty games and stuff like that on NES. But at the same time, there was still, like, just perfect, not too much going on. And when PS2 came around in PS1, it was actually still perfect. Like, you put in a game, not really too game breaking or anything. Tenchu 2 and Tenchu 1, I don't think I've seen too many glitches in that one. Then it goes to 4, a lot of games out there. So, what the fuck are games doing today? I heard they just focus more on the quality back then, and now they're like, oh, we can just update.
Yeah.
Really?
And I mean,
get it, games are getting bigger, but jeez.
Exactly.
I mean, did it for so long, like, why not just do what you always do?
Yeah. And one thing I fucking
if you had the skill, you had the team and all that. I'm sorry. If you had the skill level and everything, you should be able to do that.
I mean, it's like more people than you did back in the day.
And we're patient.
Yeah.
Make us a perfect game. They try but, you know, there's always the most fucked up glitches that we ever seen. Yep. Like, call us old timer. Okay. Like, okay. Just say it, William. What are we?
We're fucking ancient. You know, we're fucking ancient.
In a way.
Because
but we get it. We're like in between everything.
Yeah. And I mean,
now. We're in the middle.
Yeah. I mean, we're not exactly old school to the point where we'll fucking talk about how we grew up with the Atari, even though some of us probably did. Like, I somewhat did. I grew up with the Atari and Sega and whatnot. Yeah. But... Yeah.
No,
but yeah.
Come on.
So anyways, guys and gals, that's another thing. You know, I grew up playing the PS2 and GameCube. That was my era because I was born.
I grew up playing PS1 and then
because I was born. Yeah, because I was born in the year 2000, so I kind of had that time where I was playing PS2 and GameCube and whatnot. And you know,
and
a part of it.
1999. And from my mom, she told me I haven't played games till I was 6. I was sick a lot of time when it came to those early times, and I watched my dad play games at age of 3 and younger, and then I got into gaming eventually. I remember like, hey, you want to try out this? Okay. And died a lot, and then I was in because of the tutorial. I just literally learned it and all that. So guess what, people? Me and William have learned games the hard way. By ourselves, basically, I'd say. We'll help, but yeah. It was not easy. And then I had this whole catalog of games in my head. I don't even remember some of them. It's driving me nuts. I need to know all of them. Because the time, you know, when I bought that PS2, I literally bought, I sold my PS1 games that day, for my first PS2. So this PS2 I have right now is my second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But anyway, continue on where you're going. Because I'm put the head on something else until this video's over.
Yeah.
Sorry,
but the thing,
people.
The thing about it is,
It's a good point, though.
It's like, while I grew up with the GameCube, so obviously I have nostalgia for that console and shit like that, it generally was the better time to play video games. I think the Wii and the GameCube were two of the best consoles ever. Simply because around that time, the era that these games and consoles were
especially
made...
EA games back in the day.
Yeah.
I was looking at an EA game, and I'm like, wow, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, and it's like, they had good games. They had Need for Speed Underground, Underground 2. They were fucking amazing games. They had all the sports games that were actually fun, that were not...
And we can talk all day and night about the many different games. I mean, was it Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets too?
Yeah, I think most, if not all, the Harry Potter games that were made were that way.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But also, another thing...
Activision is one that made Tenchu, so...
Yeah. So...
That's a really good one.
Yeah. Basically, another thing I enjoy about that era of gaming was there was so much experimentation going on. You had weird-ass games like Katamari Damacy come out. You had...
Oh, what the fuck? Katamari Damacy?
That's a fucking weird-ass game. Konami... Well, not Konami. Namco. Namco knows what the fuck they're doing when it comes to weird shit.
Yeah. At Namco Museum.
But yeah, it seems like Namco is one of those companies, one of the very few that actually somewhat remain consistent.
It's fucking funny. So, how I said I never played any retro consoles like NES back in the day? Well, I had Namco Museum, I think, 3. You basically play as Pac-Man and go for these other games. I played as Galaga.
Oh yeah.
Galaga, basically. And this other game, and even this Pac-Man. And I acted like, over time, I didn't even know about those games. But then I remember Golf on NES, I guess. I was like, oh, okay, this is a decent game. So... I guess I've been in retro games all my life. Oh, shit. Jeez. Holy fuck.
But yeah, and even some games like the GameCube. I mean, yeah, you had good games on the PS2 and things like that, like, Max Payne, Devil May Cry, and a bunch of...
Diablo on PS1.
And yeah, games did look better slightly on the PS2, and the PS2 had DVD playback and whatnot. But the GameCube, the fucking GameCube, had more than you could possibly imagine. It had a lot of good Mario games. It had a lot of good Zelda games.
Yeah.
Pokemon games. Pikmin got its start.
Especially the I'm not trying to talk about graphics here, but graphics on Sega Dreamcast were like PC.
Yeah. And
but it's because of the more storage on PS1.
Yeah.
And they had to look on the graphic, and then that became the hits on the console. I don't even know. Like, I looked at Dreamcast. How does one get called? Tomb Raider 4, something like that? And you'll be like, wait, isn't there already Tomb Raider 1 on the Xbox? Well, yes. But it's complicated, people.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically, in that game, I didn't see any too much pixels.
Yeah.
Kind of like the PC version, almost like N64 graphics, except even better. What the fuck, Sega? What happened?
Yeah, and speaking of Sega, and some people like to say that Sonic had a pretty shitty, 3D adventure,
Oh, come on.
You know, because they're like,
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
yeah,
trying.
Sonic Adventure 1 was good, Sonic Adventure 2 was alright, but after that kind of failed. And then, well, maybe Sonic Generations was good.
The amount you move on Sonic Director's Cut.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, basically the ones people like. Sonic Adventure 1, somewhat Adventure 2, and Generations. Everything else, Sonic 06, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Forces.
Sonic, 06.
But yeah, you know, all these games.
I want to play Sonic Adventure 2. I need to get that on GameCube.
Yeah. I mean, some people enjoyed Sonic Heroes, some people didn't. Some people like me, I enjoyed Sonic Forces. I fucking love Sonic Forces. But some people hate it. And then, you know, Sonic 06 is universally hated because of how broken it is and how glitchy it is and whatnot. But
Sonic 06?
Yeah. But we enjoy it because of how bad it is. It's one of those games, like, it's not meant to be taken seriously.
Look at the fucking cutscene. I'm like, wow, this is what the game's gonna look like? It looks like a fucking GameCube game. Jesus
on
Christ.
the 360.
Maybe slightly better graphics.
Yeah, and the ones they always talk about is the 360 version, although I think there is a PS3
and
version.
Even a nerd made a point comparing like classic NES games to like Jaguar games. They're like, are we missing something here?
Yeah.
They're raising around on certain Super Nintendo game, and that looks fucking amazing. And then you look at this polygon bullshit, and I'm just like, that looks more better? More clear? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Couldn't be more advanced. Jeez.
But yeah.
We can go all fucking night about, all day about this.
Yep.
Bullshit of video games. And also, you're probably wondering how long we dealt with this? How long?
A lot. Pretty much since the beginning of time. Since video games took over our lives.
Oh, and don't get us stuck with violence and video games. If you want to comment in the comments about violence and video games, yeah, we're like the Dark Lord right now. Now the time has come for reckoning, as all games were played by my hand. And now it's time to start the vengeance, starting with you. I'm just kidding. That doesn't make any sense, but jeez, like, don't drive us crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I just really think that video gaming back in the day was way better than what we have now. I mean, some games we have now are fine, like Dark Souls are alright. Certain games are alright, but the majority of them...
Amazing. Like, I don't know, like, what happened to the point where we just pop in a game, no glitches, no bullshit, no updates.
Exactly.
I mean, we get it, you know? Like,
and if a
of
game
course
was
we
bad,
understand. We're not that old timer, you know? But at the same time, the games had no glitches, so there was single player. This is a multiplayer. Remember Time Splitters? Feature perfect? Let me tell you something, people, about Time Splitters. That was released in 2005. It had online. It had create your own map system.
Yep.
You can play as so many different characters. Oh, you think it ends there? Oh no. You can actually play co-op with your friends. Of course, in the same living room, members about online. But you can actually do that. What the fuck happened
And that's another thing. You know, I miss the days where you could bring your friend or family member over and play a game on the couch or on the bed or something. But now, everything's online and requires a fucking membership. Oh, you want to play with your friends online in a game that's not Fortnite?
What the fuck were you thinking, PlayStation?
Yeah.
Like, trying to follow, Microsoft's routes? I mean,
you did good. You did good on the PS3. Yeah.
But
I mean, they did good.
Why couldn't they do it on the PS4?
Yeah. I mean, they did good on the PS3.
Sorry.
Just, add your friends and hope they have the same game as you. Bam, you're playing with them. But now, you gotta have a PlayStation Plus membership in order to play with your friends online.
Here's
Unless
the thing, though, as well, is that only free-to-play games that are online, like Fortnite, you can actually play online.
Yep. But games like, basically Call of Duty Warzone, Apex Legends, those games you can play for free with people anywhere, anytime. But if you want to play a game like Minecraft, you have to have a membership. And even if you want to...
God forbid we bought your console, we bought the games, we get the, money, partial money for now with the games company. Is that right enough? Why can't we just have free PlayStation
everyone's doing
fucking Plus?
Nintendo's doing it as well with Switch. Switch Online.
Yeah. I mean, $20, but... what the fuck?
So basically, everybody's doing it.
Yet, honestly.
And another thing I fucking hate about gaming is that everything is going digital now. Oh, you can stream this game, stream that game.
Oh my god.
You can cloud this game. You can put this game on the fucking cloud. No! Whatever happened to physical games? And I don't really think these games are gonna go away anytime soon. But they're really pushing this whole...
And the digital editions of fucking console.
Exactly.
I was almost considering getting a digital edition system, because that's all I fucking see nowadays. The Xbox Series S. I'm like... tempting. Yeah, I mean, of course, I didn't know at the time. And I was like, very tempting. But you know what? Fuck that shit.
Yeah, and I mean,
you can kiss my ass left cheek, my right left cheek, nut, whatever.
Yeah.
No.
But
maybe I will, just so I can get the latest Doom on there and have it as a backup, but Jesus Christ. Sorry.
So back when I used to have a job, I would always go to GameStop and just look around and see what they had. Well, I had enough money. Where I had enough money to go and buy a console. I was looking to get a new console. And so I asked the person, I was like, hey, what do you have? And she was like, oh, well, we have this Nintendo Switch. I've already got one. Xbox One S. Because nobody ever carried the Series S or X, so none of the Xbox series. They only had the Xbox One, and all that. So she was like, oh, well, we have the Xbox One S. I'm like, nah. And then she said, the Xbox One X. And I'm like, okay, I'll buy that. Because with the X, the Xbox One X...
performance.
Yeah, it's better performance, a little bit of better graphics. You can actually play physical game discs.
About me, and I'm pretty sure you too, we like to keep our systems original, but we can't, because they die.
Yeah. And unless there's a way to modify these consoles that are digital only, like PS5 as a digital only, or the Xbox Series S or Xbox One S. If there's a way to jailbreak these and keep them jailbroken, there's no point in getting them, because in a few years they're going to be dead weights anyway. They're going to shut down consoles support.
PS4 still works. I caught this at age 16.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I'm over here just like, okay, I'll buy the Xbox One X. So I bought it. And because I'm like, I'm not about to buy a console that I can only use digitally.
And how much more angry can us gamers get?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to pay like $400 plus for the X.
Oh.
400 plus.
Do you see? That's another thing. How expensive gaming is.
Oh yeah. So you buy the console, and I had some money left over, so I'm like, you know what? My first game...
I'm not going to be all day on here, but, this is a fucking point. Oh.
Yeah. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, not
Do you
only,
see? Do you see how much we gamers go through? Actually,
yeah, so not
we're
only,
just speaking silence. You know the Slayer. He
yeah,
doesn't say anything. This is like us right now. No, we're
yeah.
speaking.
So even when, I bought the Xbox, I still had some money left over. And I'm like, okay, what should my
Are
first
your
game be?
eyebrows down?
Yeah, when I saw the console was like 400 plus, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm probably gonna spend this much anyway on video games. I may as well get a new console. I was looking for a console.
That's another thing about me. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna spend on drinks or, I buy a lot of fried chicken, honestly. But anyway, like literally, fuck it. I just.
So I bought the Xbox One X for 400 plus, and then I was like, okay, I have some money left over. What should my first game be? Because it always has to be a good game. It can't be one of those shitty ass sports games.
And that's another thing. It's so hard to choose the games
and
like,
so I
you make it a little bit easy, but it's just there's so much. So much.
And so I was looking at and I was looking at the games. I was like, what do I want to get? And then I saw Halo Master Chief Collection. I'm like, you know what? There we go.
Outlast, that horror game.
Yeah.
Wait, what game did you say?
So I got the Halo Master Chief Collection for Xbox One as my first game. So I'm like, yeah, if I'm buying a first game...
I got Halo 3 and 4 so far.
Yeah, if I'm buying a first game for a console that I just bought, I'm buying a good game. I'm not buying shit until later.
Yeah.
So I could have bought, NBA, 2K, whatever the fuck we're at now, for like 99 cents at GameStop.
One of my first games on PS4 was Killzone Shadowfall. That game graphically, oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude. That was good. Oh my god. Yeah. I beat that one.
But yeah, there's just so much you gotta plan for. Like, you can't just keep going and buying like 99-cent games like, fucking NBA, 2K, whatever, as your first game for each console. You have to buy good games, because good games, like Master Chief Collection, they were more likely to have a connection with you. You're like, oh yeah, that game right there, that's the first game I ever bought for the Xbox One X.
Let me tell you guys something. You'd be like, why don't she have as many video games in collection? You've been collecting for this a long time. Well, what the fuck do you think?
Yeah.
Storage. Okay?
I mean, I have a lot of storage.
Definitely don't answer I do, but geez. If I put a box right now of games, put it in my drawer, it'll be filled.
Yeah.
Beyond that.
And here's the thing. Me and DJ are different. Like, he doesn't have storage, but I do. He has more money than I do. So I can't buy video games because I don't have money. He can't really buy video games because he doesn't have space.
I mean, I kind of do. I can make room, but man, I just need to change up my setup here. And
as for me, as for me, I have a lot more space. I could, buy more video games and more consoles, and there you go. I'm stacking consoles.
I haven't bought a PS2 game in a while.
Yeah, but, I'm fucking...
like, that one PS2 game is out of many.
Yeah.
And then that game is out of many. Jeez. Kill me already.
But yeah. So I'm over here putting consoles on top of each other like a fucking madman. I have an Xbox One... I have a Xbox One X that is sitting... Okay, so I got a PS3 on top of a Wii, on top of an Xbox 360.
Situation, basically.
And it's not that I'm running low on space. It's just that I like the convenience of having every console ever close to me. I don't feel like getting up and just going to my shelf and like, okay, what console do I want to play right now?
Sega Genesis are on top of each other, just kind of sitting there.
Yeah. At this point, The only reason why I have an NES and SNES and N64 is to say that I have them. Because I can play most of these games on, like, my computer, or my PS3, or my Wii, because of emulation. And even my PS4.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's not like I won't like for any console, it's just whatever console I'm mainly playing on, which is like PS2 or PS4. I've been collecting PS1. So I have games list stacked on my bed of PS1 games because I've been playing those, and I just kind of kept it that way, and it's been fine. But geez, you know, at the same time, what do I really want to collect next? Or my PS4 games? Because I already started filling the slot when it comes to or my Nintendo Wii games. Bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I gonna do beyond that? I need to start paying money for shelves. I need to, you know, the shelf project I wanted to do. I need to do that. I need to, you know, so I can see why digital gaming is a tiny bit better, but it ain't any more better. Honestly.
Yeah.
So, what the fuck am I gonna do?
I mostly just go for the cheap ones first, obviously, because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, most of these games are cheap for a reason, but...
It's not the games. It's not the games, it's the space.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
but sometimes
expand upon and spend hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars to build a show setup, or you can get more, like just a way taller, bigger shelf, maybe even custom made. I don't know. I wonder where to go from here. It sucks.
I have way too many video games.
I have space in my drawer, but still.
Yeah.
I only have this one fucking room. If I had this whole house, woo-hoo, baby.
Yeah, you're putting video games everywhere. Even in the fucking bathroom. Start playing some...
Not the bathroom.
Well, I mean, fucking put in a TV in the bathroom so when you're taking a shit, you can play some NES.
Oh, God, no. I would not do that, especially the moisture when it comes to the shower and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be the only downfall. Unless you know, put the console in some protective plastic.
I'm not that desperate to fill video games in my kitchen or bathroom or whatever. Just basically the living spaces where I'd be playing those.
Yeah, like your room and the living room and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. And my mom's bedroom, and my dad's bedroom. It's weird. Basically, they sleep in separate rooms, but it's because my dad snores. That's why. But anyway, like, I have to deal with this fucking ass room right now. Limited money, not knowing what the fuck I'm doing with my life, and I'm just wondering, I need to do fucking something.
Yeah.
So I'm not buying games all the time. I love to. There's more games coming out than more than I'm collecting.
Yep. I mean, a game that just came out recently, Milo Pony...
The last game I feel like it's struggling with. I mean, it's an upload in 6 months. And like, you didn't even have space for those. One arcade machine, you had to move stuff to the garage area and then do all sorts of kind of stuff. And he is a genius guy. Like, worked in a lot of stuff, has access to buddies, be able to build this kind of stuff. And I'm like, what a lucky motherfucker you are. Oh my god. The Scarlet Gamer, he's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, he's showed things I've never even seen before. Yeah, if I want to be like that, oh god. And even, he was looking down at his Japanese kind of games on the Famicom system. He was like, one of these days, it'll be all boxed. So even
Yep.
they're limited. What the fuck does that make us?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
nuts. Not where, like, I just want to have at least a decent collection. The rest for the rest of my life, I guess. And I do, but Jesus Christ, there's just too many games.
Yeah. There's
I
more
need to
coming out as
do
well,
something.
yeah.
I need to do fucking something.
I'm
What
just
is that
looking at
gonna
all the
be?
games that I haven't even touched yet. Never even actually played.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm
There's
just
more
like,
games I haven't even beat. So,
yeah.
God. What are we going to do?
No idea. All I
I mean,
know.
I know you have your, merchandise up there, but jeez. Like, what are we gonna do?
But yeah. I'm over
Not
here like,
merchandise, but, collector items. What were you saying?
but yeah, I'm just looking at all the games I have, and I'm like, shit. Too many games that I don't even really play. I'm more of a collector at this point. It's like,
But we feel like playing them, though.
yeah. There's so many games I'm like, okay, I want to play this, I want to play that, I want to play this, I want to play that. But one problem I have, not only is that I have too many games that I feel overwhelmed and I don't know what to, start playing, but I want to record gameplay of every single game. Like, the first time playing these games to kind of get a reaction and that sort of thing.
Exactly.
So I'm
And
over here just like...
I really want this run to be expanded. Where I can be like,
yeah.
This collection I can build upon. Or like, which I could. I could definitely fix things in place and whatever. But doing the gaming PC setup, I have a $2,000 desk to put together. I did see a tutorial, by the way. On this human skill desk. Yeah. $1,999. Still haven't put together. Why? Because I'm a lazy motherfucker. And also, I'm not too familiar. And good thing I watched the tutorial video because apparently there's some screws, basically from the left and right. You had to unscrew slightly, and then you insert these things, which I recognize, that I have underneath my Atari and under little boxes there and bullshit. Basically, you put those in place, and then you screw them in place. And a bunch of other stuff. And just, you gotta line up the holes and all that, and stick it right in, like she said. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I need to do. But I'd rather get someone that knows what they're doing. I feel like I'm a fucking idiot. I need to get rid of this. All these rocks, everything, just bunch of bullshit around my room. Not really bullshit. And all these cords, well, basically, they were replacing for my other bed, basically, which I didn't even fucking ask for. Basically. I had to move everything from my bed, so now I have these pile of cords right over here, just all tangled and just haven't dealt with, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Then I got my main antenna stand. William has seen my room at one point. Another. Yeah. Looks like a nightmare, doesn't it?
Yep.
Set up
Mine's worse, though.
Which is why I'm thinking of getting rid of this bed entirely. Basically, a couch. With a side table. And then I have more shelves here. And then right here, my table right back where my main bed frame is. But I don't know how that's gonna do when it comes to sound. Well, sound ain't the problem. I just worried if it's gonna wake up my mom or something, because it's going over here, so basically outside of here. This is more towards the kitchen area, and I just worry about it echoing more, to other parts of the house, basically. So if I do this whole big reset for no reason, probably not going to be as worth it. I don't
Yeah.
know. But this bed has to go eventually. I need to get a new shelf. No idea. Maybe I'll look at the tutorial how to make shelves and cut my own wood. I don't know. I know my dad put up walls and all sorts of stuff, so I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do in the future, but I need to do something. At least continue my collection a little bit more. Otherwise, what the fuck am I gonna do? Don't go
Yeah.
on much, but it's tough. So you can see, people, how tough it is to try to keep a game collection physical. That's why I can see go digital. But
Yeah.
how long is that going to be with you, though? Versus my collection, or his collection, or anyone else's collection. I'm saying his is in you.
Yeah.
You know? Are we still recording?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, we know what we're doing. We know, but, I already have 3 PS5 games. Make a PS5, for example. Once I have that, oh my god. What am I
Yeah.
gonna do? God
Who knows?
damn it! I swear. I need